Here we are, and the intro is back.
Yes, I love it. Can't deny Rush 2 weeks in a row. That'd be bad.
No. Yeah, I think it was an oversight on my part. I completely just dropped the ball, but glad to be back
Yes.
with the intro again. Episode number 47. Welcome, everybody, to Cardboard and Cold Ones, where we raise our beers or glasses and cheers to the legends we admire on the cardboard we collect.
There it is.
It should come as no surprise that this episode is not sponsored by Zadie's Lager of Union Craft, the best beer in the world. What beer are you chasing?
I'm going with my New Glarus out of Wisconsin. New Glarus, Wisconsin, Spotted Cow. Wonderful, wonderful beer. That was the warm beer that I tried to serve you up at the National.
I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Wait.
I forewarned you, though. I'm like, it's warm, Sam. You're like, I don't want warm beer. I'm like, all right.
Gave it right back. I was like, this is not going to work. Oh, man. So let's do a roll call, get things started. And our guest actually chimed in the chat. He says, looks like the show is going downhill. And I jokingly mentioned to him, I was like, what do you mean by that?
I do have to ask, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Is it John's first time on this show?
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
So we've had pretty much every four collector except for Caesar, because Caesar's elusive. But
right.
I mean, but for good reason right now, because the Dodgers are, they just what's it called? They won. They did win.
Yeah, they took care of the Reds.
I'm losing track of like who's won so far, but yeah. So Caesar's going to be the only one left that we haven't had on yet.
Oh, we got to get him. We'll find a way.
Yeah, it'd be great. Andy is here. Good to see you too, John. And there he is. How you doing? eBay, what's up? The good old paper clip. Oh man, that was like a Microsoft Word thing, I think, back in the day.
Way back in the day, yeah.
Carl says he's on the flight from Phoenix to LA on his way home to Oz. So I commend Carl, man. He actually ended up going to the card shop, Mike's card shop, Village Baseball Cards. He was here in New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got a chance to go to the Yankee game and went to Mike's the Village Baseball Cards, and which I plan on actually going to Village Baseball Cards on Saturday, because it's a fish kill show day, and Mike's shop is only like a half-hour drive from there, so it's gonna be a double whammy.
Oh, that's cool and great for Carl. He travels, man. That's fantastic.
I got to give him credit, man. Like he came to Strongsville, came to the National. I mean, that's like a 20-hour flight.
Yes, exactly right.
And I'm sure going to Strongsville, I mean, going to Cleveland, I can't imagine that's direct.
I know he makes it. No, it's definitely not direct. And I know he makes an event out of it. I think he was with his grandson, either at the National or Strongsville, and they saw a couple of things, went to some games. So good for him.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Scott is here listening while checking listing at my obscure exhibit cards in true fashion. Nice to see you, Scott. Mike is here. Happy to be out of the hospital and back. I didn't realize he was in the hospital.
Yeah, my man Mike is on the mend. He had some things going on, but all is well from what I understand.
Good.
So.
I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad you're doing well, Mike, and I'm glad you're here, man. Let's see. Mike Good says, as Chuck Thompson would say after Frank Robinson home run, ain't the beer cold. Dave, Peacemaker Cards. Listen, man, I'm sorry about your Reds, but you did talk smack about the Mets. That's some voodoo magic came over. Right. Some voodoo magic with the Mets kind of sprinkled onto the Reds. But listen, man, I mean, for what it's worth, they fought. There was an uphill battle for them, but they did.
Yes, certainly.
Sven is here. What's up, man? Let's see. Scott is saying Tigers win. Dylan Double D Dinger Boom Shaka. Scott, what's up, man? Radio Studios.
He's in morning. Is Scott
yeah.
Morning?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Scott. And Rob Cash Cards. Yes. What's up? Ross is here. Good evening, all. Dylan is here. Let's see. Who's that guy? Hey, everyone. Hey, Sammy. My name is Drew.
which, by the way, he crosses. We have to get Drew on. Mm-hmm. Another Drew. Keep that in mind when I reach out to you.
Yeah. He's never going to let me forget this. Because I didn't recognize him at the National, and I felt bad about it because he came up to table that I was set up at the front for the trade night for the national, and he came up and we were talking. And I was like, and oh no, it was before that. Excuse me, it was before that, and he came up and I it just didn't dawn on me, and all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, I'm Drew." I'm like, oh, "Of course."
Overload, sensory overload, Sam. You always chalk it up to that. He's one of my frat brothers, so
Drew is awesome. Trevor Blue Collar Cards, what's up? Tony Southern Collector.
There he is.
There he is, man. He is here. He is here. I know he doesn't hear his accent, but his accent is, you hear it, right?
No, of course I do. Yes. I actually asked him, I said, do I have one?
It's infectious. It's like I've done a Petty. I've done a Mangini. Is it time for me to do a Tony Southern Collector?
You got to perfect that one, though, because it can come up. That accent's tough.
It is. But I lived in New Orleans for quite a while, so
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Maybe a little bit of the southern drawl will resonate with me. John, we're gonna bring him in.
Clippy.
That's right. It was Clippy. I do want to get through everybody here to bring John in. I don't want to hear about the Giants, the Dodgers right now. Matt is here. Evening. Greg Aday is here. Hi from Waxahachie, Texas. And we're going to the Dallas Card Show. Check out Bankston's in Waco, Texas. Great shop since 1985. Awesome. If I ever make my way down there, for sure. Peeps, what is up?
There he is.
Here. Ryan McClanahan, what is up? Hoping for Red Sox win, do or die, either for Sox or Yanks. Literally starting about right now.
Correct.
And Jacob Dahl is here. All right, so roll call is complete. We got through. Let's bring our guest in. We've kept him waiting for quite a while. It is none other than our friend, Mr. John, 3D80sKid.
Woo! How is it possible?
It's been a little overdue, I'd say.
No kidding. How is this even possible?
I have no idea, but I have been preparing for this for a long time here. In fact, I've had this at my desk for a really long time.
Is it warm?
Jelly Belly. What flavor of Jelly Belly?
It is beer flavored jelly beans.
Oh, I like it. Is that real?
Are you?
This is real.
Are you drinking?
Where did you get that?
That looks empty. Basically,
it is unopened, but it's full of jelly beans. Can you hear that?
Okay. I thought it was an actual beer. I'm like, what?
I legit thought that it was like some jelly bean flavored beer. I'm like, oh, that sounds awful.
But I do actually have a cold can to open. It is not alcohol. My wife got breast cancer at the beginning or at the end of last year. Is fully, removed and continuing with medication. She is not able to. Well, it's not recommended that she drink alcohol, so I do not either.
Good for you.
I have a very popular drink in the Portland metro area, and that would be kombucha.
All right, man. That's a good alternative.
So,
have you tried the Heineken non-alcoholic beer? It's actually really good.
I've never bothered with that stuff. Honestly, when I was drinking beer, I so much preferred to get draft. And drinking draft just spoils you, and you don't want to drink it out of a can or a bottle. But
I agree. It's the best way to go.
Yeah, man. All right, cool, man. Well, everyone seems to be in the chat. Great news, John. Bottoms up. Matt and Drew also says, congrats, John, on the good news. And Mike saying, a stand-up husband. Good to hear the good news on your wife. Yeah, man. That's a lot. It's a lot to, I'm sure it's a lot to go through. And the fact that your wife came out on the other side of that is awesome.
Yes, I mean, she's on this medication for the next 5 years minimum.
Yeah.
So, but all indication is that hopefully it will be gone. So
yeah, for sure. Well, listen, man. Should we just deal with the elephant in the room about rookie cards?
Well, speaking of which, I did prepare a few cards here in honor of your episode number. Actually. I've got the rookie card here.
Let's see, how am I going to do this? There we go.
Tommy Glavine.
Do you hate it?
No, it's just fine. It's just I pulled it out of the set binder I have for 88 Tops.
Doesn't he have
No, it
braces
doesn't
there?
cost $3,000, and his
From my
second card is at
childhood.
$100.
Doesn't
So-
Glavin have braces in that one, or does he have like some sort of a Invisalign sort of thing going on?
It's not highly visible. I don't.
Hard to tell from the. I think he has transparent colored braces, or transparent braces, not colored.
Just the way his smile looks does look like he probably has something in there. It could be one of, maybe even a retainer. I don't know. But and beyond that, also number 47, everyone's favorite Hall of Famer. I hated the guy, Jack Morris, rookie card, by the way. So,
yes, it is.
Hey, rookie pitchers on there, Invisalign, yeah.
He's
not
no
a
Harold
rookie
Baines
card because I don't own it, but also as a shout out to Mets fans, Jesse Orozco from 85 Fleer.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Spent the most number of years wearing that number of anyone in MLB history.
I should have used his face for the episode tonight.
You could have. I mean,
Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, who wore it better is something that's kind of new on YouTube.
well, that was kind of what I was doing there, is bringing a plug for my partnership with Chris from Missouri there. So
you are partnered up with the hillbilly of our community, Chris from Missouri. How is that working out?
He has been gifting baseball collector all this time with the content of Showcase Showdown. I am helping, pay that kind of thing forward, and all of these appear on Chris from Missouri's channel now. So
fantastic.
We are partnering on who wore it better, which I don't know why he started at 45, but that's where he started. And I joined him for number 43. And we just recently this week released 42. And as far as this point, I have agreed with his at least number one pick, except for 45, which I noticed your 45 episode of this had a little picture of Bob Gibson, but I was arguing that this guy was the best 45.
He was
by a narrow margin.
He was in contention. For sure. There's a lot of good 45s, but yeah, I would say Gibson or Pedro. Hard to argue Pedro, though. You're right.
I'd argue Michael Jordan. Get out of here with that.
Yeah. You mean with his he was a playoff loser as 45.
Right. The 23 came back on and 45 was forever retired. But he wore it in baseball 45 as well. So
yeah, that would have been interesting, hearing about that. Like if they had not tried to use replacement players, would he have stuck around? Because they tried to get him to cross the picket line when they were doing that.
I really truly believe he would have, and I really truly believe he was getting better as a player. Of course, they were going to pump him into the majors as quickly as possible because of who he was.
Oh yeah.
So, could he have produced at an average or above average level? I think so. I don't think he would have been a star, but I think he's athletic enough that he could have done it. But I don't know.
He was batting like 220 or something like that.
230 or 237, something like that. I think.
I mean, in today's standards, that's not bad.
Right. I mean, as much as everybody strikes out now, I think the average in Major League Baseball right now is 240. Overall average is 240.
I'll tell you this though. What was the year? I think it was it 68 or 67 when Yastrzemski had the highest batting average of like 300.
Yeah, I do know that it's been Matt. So, we're all on chats. We're all on.
Well, that was 301 when I think he won the Triple Crown as well. So, but
301.
Yeah, that was still when they had the high pitching mound and pitchers were dominating.
Oh yeah,
301 67, right? It. He won the crown
because that was the last year because Gibson had his that was the year where Gibson had like that phenomenal year.
Yeah, but the whole reason I picked Pedro is because all pitchers were having phenomenal years where this guy, I mean, Jesus, in 2000, he had an ERA that was less than half of the next best person
Yep.
in the American League.
Right. No, that's Pedro is he's among, again, as far as 90s and early 2000s pitchers, he's in definitely like top 5 for sure.
No, your argument was compelling and made sense, and I'm pretty certain Adam at Splendid Sports Card probably agreed with you.
I at least have one person in my corner, right?
Right.
I mean, the vintage community is all going to argue for Bob Gibson, probably, but
right.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I mean, a lot of us grew up watching, Maddox, Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens. I mean, these are the guys in the 80s and the 90s, or mostly 90s, to completely dominate the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was some great pitchers. So
yeah,
but
a lot of them had trouble against Tony Gwynn.
Yes, everyone did. He's the second greatest hitter in history, possibly. Well, I wouldn't say that. Ted Williams, among most, would call him one. But if you really start to look at the numbers and you look at guys like Sisler, and there are some guys out there who just put up insane year after year numbers. So different game, different time. So there's always that argument. But
awesome stuff, man. So I assume, John, you brought some cards you wanted to show. You showed the Pedro.
Well, yeah, I mean, because of my predilection for rookie cards, I got a whole rookie card showcase here. I got Jim Thome, Hall of Famer, over 600 home runs. We got Larry Walker.
Nice. I like that card a lot.
Randy Johnson.
Is that with the Marlboro sign? No, it's not exposed.
That is not. That's just the standard one. Craig Biggio. We've got Barry Larkin, which I actually pulled this the National this year in our the contest you lost there.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, we will. That was phenomenal.
We found out if you spit or swallow.
Oh man!
I thought he was going to throw up. So.
He did not swallow the gum.
No.
So.
No.
Then we got Fred McGriff.
Great card.
Yeah. And Lee Smith, which like this whole stack is stuff that actually people sent me after my first video that said I don't collect rookie cards.
There we go, man. The
Eck. Dennis
You're officially vintage there with the Eck.
Yeah. So there you go. You tell people you don't like something, and then they'll want to convince you otherwise, and you get free stuff, apparently.
That's a great card.
It was a genius idea to get free cards.
I'm still waiting for my mantle and maze, though.
Yeah,
those haven't arrived yet. But
you may have to continue your campaign of anti rookie cards.
The crown jewel of my rookie cards, though, are these two that I got as a kid of my my childhood hero, Mr. Dale Murphy. So,
yeah, man.
So John, you're my age, right? I think we're very close in age. I'm 51.
Yes, I am 51.
Yeah, so it seems he was. If it wasn't Mattingly growing up in our era, it was Dale Murphy. Those were the two guys, man. I mean, I had so many friends that were Dale Murphy fans. I was an Ozzie Smith guy because I was a Cardinal fan, but the
you got
overwhelming
Ted Turner to thank for that, really. So.
Right, exactly.
Putting the games on every single day.
Yep.
I mean, I got roped in because my first year Little League was 1982, and the team I was on had Braves right on my chest. So I started watching Braves games on TV, and Dale Murphy was the man. So. Yep.
And does belong in the Hall. An argument for another time, but I think he should be in the Hall personally. That's my 2 cents.
Yes, John just showed rookie cards, so, which I will accept them sent to me in the mail. So,
yeah, man.
We're gonna get the collection built up. I think I had all of those except 2. I don't think I have the Lee Smith, which I need to get.
Yeah. When did Lee Smith went into the Hall of Fame? What year was it? Like,
it had to be later, right? He played for a long time.
Actually. Yeah, he went into the Hall fairly recently, I would say, but not it's everything now is like context pre-COVID or post-COVID. Was he pre-COVID or post-COVID?
He was pre, I believe.
Well, the relief pitchers definitely struggled to get in, so it was
right.
It wasn't that long ago. So, but yeah, I haven't personally been buying much of anything lately. I am building the war chest. I still aspire to purchase a Matty that is the one you got at the National, but not that color because those ones are too spendy.
Which one?
The E98 Mathewson.
Oh, yeah, you got the orange, right, Sammy?
You're looking to find an E98?
If I can find like a not completely destroyed, authentic, or one that is still in the range of 2K-ish, I might go for it, which would be either red or green, because the orange is the most expensive, the one you got that's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And the blue is next most. So
the green, I know somebody who has a green one, but they're asking, like, the asking price, I think it was a 2 or a 2.5. It was in my most recent Brooklyn Card Show video, and he was asking like $7,000 for it.
Yeah, which fits. I mean, I'm looking for an own appeal copy that is not just like where you can't see the image anymore. Oh.
Well, yeah, man. I think the red ones, as you mentioned, the red ones, I think are between the four are definitely the most affordable overall. I don't exactly understand why. I guess there must be more of the red ones out, or the ones that have been circulated. But nevertheless, I just know that the E98s in general are just like in a world of their own sometimes.
Yeah, and I see a question, Mike Good, there. Are you building your war chest for one of your auction shows or Strongsville? My answer is yes.
Right,
because
correct.
Those cards just are pretty rare, and so they don't come up that often. So it's going to be when there's an opportunity to buy one. And obviously, I'm budget constrained to the point where there's not that many that are going to work for me. So I don't know if I will connect on it or not.
So
but I want to be ready with the budget available. So
Mangini brought something up, and I don't mean to tie fun politics into this, but since Mangini's hobby president, I think we need to have a hobby shutdown.
Right. No kidding.
Card crash, so we can get these great cards again. Mr. President, we need to consider a hobby shutdown. Maybe that's
shut it down. Shut it down. I'll take it.
Well, with John here, I'm pondering. Do you want a inside scoop of information of which I uncovered recently? It's
absolutely spill the tea on Cardboard and Cold ones.
So when people reply to the comments on my videos or the ones I do on For Collectors, I always like to click and see if they have a channel. And recently, the most recent one I did for Collectors, I found someone who made videos 5 years ago and has stopped. And I just wanted to see, one of them, just curiosity of, what they were doing. And it just so happens the one I clicked on was the perfect one to click on. Because it turns out it makes me wonder, does Mangini, every time he starts a video, pay a royalty to this guy? Because it appeared on YouTube about a couple months before the famous catchphrase began. You guys want to see such a video? I will.
Heck yeah! Is it
share my screen?
Oh my goodness! Was the catchphrase used?
You're able to share it, right? You can.
Yes,
do that right now?
I will. I could share it to you, and then you pick to share it after that. Which
we got the guru on, Sammy. We got the real professional on. John is on.
I know, man. He's that's this is his craft. All right, man.
Once you share it, I can start the video.
All right.
Which
look at this high-tech stuff.
Oh, that's sorry, 1 second.
Oh boy. Technicalities.
Oh, did it stop?
Yeah, it disappeared.
Oh, sorry. I got confused because I had 2 instances open. I will share again. I'm sorry. It's worth waiting for, people. So sorry about the technical glitch there.
Well, while we're waiting, this episode is sponsored by
Zadies.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I don't hear anything. Do you guys hear it? Yeah, no audio.
Oh, no audio?
Yeah. You might have to pass it through. Let me see. Nope, I don't have that option.
Let me crank it up and see if I can just capture the. Well, now it's gonna not catch it.
Mangini's already trying to defend himself for copyright infringement. I think.
Here we go, man.
All right. See, this video is from 5 years ago, January 2nd, 2020. And after seeing this video, it made me curious. And it didn't appear as John's intro until like April. So
he was paying homage to my opening.
Was he? Because I looked through your history and it didn't appear before this moment.
Hold on.
John's statement is getting redacted.
I'll play it. I'll play it on my own. If we're doing this, I gotta find this video. You might have to send me the link. You might have to do it that way, because then I can bring it up and probably play it.
Because the commenting on this video is Vintage Oddball Cards and Mr. J Mangini the comments. So
this is I want to see the Epstein or the Mangini file. Is this getting redacted? Everything John said is going to be blacked out.
Feels like a congressional investigation. I was elected to the Hall of Fame in January 2020. I most certainly used it before that. Every Thunder investigate. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I would need the link in order to take it further, but
all right.
Yeah.
I feel like John is getting personally attacked here now.
All right, maybe I don't know if we up there.
He knows we're kidding.
It's all for fun here.
It's all in fun.
I don't know if I can copy that. I can't copy that. It's not gonna work. I can't copy that and put it into
into the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, John, you would have to text that to me and do it that way.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not a link once it gets into the comments.
Yeah, I mean I don't have because it doesn't show up on the StreamYard side of things, but another case of plagiarism in the White House. While we need to stall wrestling talk, anybody? Watching the National Guard on 4th. Oh my God! I can't wait for John's video response to that. Feels like I'm watching Geraldo Rivera.
I love this.
Did you send it to me or no?
I just emailed it to you.
Okay. Well, you guys talk amongst yourselves for a
second. Yeah. No, that's. I did come to the conclusion while we're waiting to accuse our current president. I did come to the conclusion that maybe John hasn't been on this show because he is simply the busiest man in our community. Every time I think of John, I think of him doing something with someone and taking an immense amount of time to do it. He was prepped for this show, and this was just fun, our fun little fake show. And he's constantly on the move with For Collectors and everybody else. So
well, it's one of those things where I just find myself sometimes sinking into rabbit holes when I discover something interesting, and I can't help but keep diving and diving. So
yeah, the rabbit hole becomes a big giant hole. It's an endless hole.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, hang on a sec.
Hello, everybody. It's New Year's Eve day, and you know what I like to do on New Year's Eve day? I like to look at some baseball cards.
And
Very
the reason
interesting.
John's story doesn't hold up is because the very video before, the only reason he got on John's radar was because this guy responded to John's VR for 300 subs.
What say now, Mr. President?
So, yeah, Mangini's going to start sharing AI videos of John. Oh,
That's
no.
awesome.
Everyone's having. He's from Europe. He used to teach me about British issues. Oh my God! At least John lost the British accent.
That's good.
Wow. All right. Remind me again, John. Like, how did you come across this?
Because Ian there watched my video on For Collectors and put a comment. So, yeah.
I was not expecting this for tonight.
I want the response. I want the response, and I want John to AI the sombrero and mustache on John now. That's awesome.
But I don't know if Mangini wants to jump on. Would anybody mind if I sent him?
No, let him jump on. Of course.
Right. I'll send him a text. John, if you're still here and you want to jump on, to like, all right, send him. If he wants to jump on, to kind of respond back to this investigation.
I can honestly tell you, I feel kind of bad. As you guys know, and I know you know, Sammy, I was away for about 6 or 7 days, and I haven't made a video in like 10 or been watching a lot.
Yeah.
So like for me, that's like massively behind. So I need a ton of catching up to do.
Yeah. Definitely plenty of content for you to sink your teeth into.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, hours and hours. So,
well,
I do have another card to show, I guess, while we're waiting for him to join, though. But
if he wants to,
I saw him in the chat. Trevor of Blue Collar Cards.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had a chance to make a video recently, and I haven't gotten into why. But during it was a few weeks ago, this came in the mail. I'd previously done a video talking about, beautiful cards, saying that maybe this one here is the most beautiful card ever made when I had done it. And my comment in the chat was then, if you think another card's more beautiful, reply down below. And I got all kinds of responses, including by Trevor, who was kind enough now to send me the copy of the card that he is his not only channel little banner, but he sent me a copy of it right here. This Thurman Tucker. Oh, it's still in the plastic, so I get glare. Let's take it out.
After you show that card, our president has arrived.
All right. So thank you so much for sending that, Trevor. It is very appreciated. And it is an awesome looking card.
That is beautiful.
Trevor has gifted a lot of us in the hobby with some great cards. I know like Mookie and John, and he's done it with me. So, and if he's still in here, Trevor, yeah, man, you're top notch, man. Top notch.
So,
that's beautiful.
I mean, Thurman Tucker was nothing to speak of. He was a decent defensive center fielder who made one All-Star team in 1944 when the majors were pretty decimated of guys off to war. But yeah, this card is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
awesome, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Let's all right. Tommy President, you have any words you want to say?
What say you, Mr. President?
Well, that's
You know what I like
Tucker.
to do when I'm plagiarizing someone else's video? I like to look at baseball cards.
That Thurman Tucker card is beautiful.
Yes.
So I come home from the gym and I jump on YouTube, see what's going on. I jump in here and all hell breaks loose.
Presidential scandal.
Yeah, Ian, he's a big time collector of like obscure European issues, other sports and stuff. And he's a world of knowledge. He wrote an article for my newsletter back when I was doing it.
Awesome.
Did he stop making videos? You said it.
Yeah, and he had changed his name too. He went by Penoist or something. I think first. He's still around. He comments every once in a while.
His @ symbol thing is still the old one. It's just the yeah,
and he switched it to Ian Collects.
But
excellent.
He's a good guy.
So did he
very knowledgeable on those card issues, on American card issues too, all the old stuff.
Sure.
Oh yeah, his videos that he made were really good. I wish he was still making them. So
yeah,
I guess the real big question is who does it better.
Yeah,
Sammy Thunder does it better.
Oh, that's great, yeah, man.
And Brett Richards.
John has got too much flair in his. He's expanded. He's got guest hosts doing it, and he's expanded it now.
Yeah, I want to get as many people doing it as possible.
It's like the equivalent of like going to a show and like sing it like you're the singer, and then you get to the major part of the song and you just put the microphone out and everyone else sings the song.
Right.
Well, what's funny is I started using that and I stopped because people were giving me crap about it and saying it was annoying and this and that. So I did a video and said, I'm not going to use it anymore. Apparently it's triggering people. And I had all this overwhelming response telling me not to listen and to keep it up, to keep doing it. And so I started doing it again. So if you watched an old video where I'm not using it, it might have been in that time frame.
Triggering response is still good response sometimes, John.
It must be a rare oddball video then.
You just never know what's going to bother somebody.
Right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous on here.
Yeah, if there's like, you're saying there's still videos of you floating around where you don't do the intro.
Well, yeah, certainly my very first ones, because I didn't even think anybody was watching. I didn't even know there was a community. I made some videos for my Facebook page and I threw them. I happened to have a YouTube from an infomercial that I did for a newspaper in Myrtle Beach. So I put all my stuff on there for that. And that's why my first, it was just my name, just my name. Cause I had like my reel on there, stuff like that. And so as an afterthought, I threw it on eBay or eBay. Where did that come from? I threw it on YouTube. I was looking around on eBay while I was listening to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Bought a few things. So I threw it on YouTube. I had no idea there was a card community here. And then after a few videos, I'm sitting there like on the floor in my bare feet, just like going through cards real quick. Like I'm showing my DeLongs and my T206s and my Tattoo Orbits and stuff like that. And Dave Blue Jacket 66 gave me a shout out. And then I see people commenting. And I had no comments. Nobody was watching. And so I was like, oh, there's other people on here. And so I started looking around. And one of the first guys I saw, maybe the first, was Nate, Tops 84. What is it?
85401.
85401. And then the second one I saw was Pepino Man. And I'm calling my wife over. I'm like, you got to see this dude showing baseball cards. He's nuts.
He's the last four collector, man. We got to get him on. But yeah, those videos that you guys did at the National with him are just.
Oh, I showed them to my wife. My wife loved them. I'm like, you gotta look. She's like, who is this? I'm like, that's John. That's Pepino Man Caesar. She's like, oh my God.
I'm sure you can imagine a few people unsubscribed to me and got all pissed about that. Nobody could take a freaking joke anymore.
I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, a Mexican guy running from
Right.
a cup of ice is hilarious.
Right.
It's hilarious. Like,
my favorite is when he was doing his business in the bush and then took off.
I wonder if people stopped watching Saturday Night Live because of stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, that's good stuff. I'm digging the surprise visit from John. So you bought some things. Can you tell us what you bought?
I'll tell you what. eBay authentication is friggin' killing me. It's taking forever. I'm waiting for some stuff. You'll see.
Nice.
I got a big Babe Ruth card.
Nice. Fantastic.
And the price is $3.
$3 right here.
Yeah.
I keep it handy just in case I go to a card show last minute.
So now I know, John, I know you're going to Strongsville. Are you going? Or I know John 3D80sKid you're going.
I haven't never been there. I don't know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm going or not. Too much competition, man. I won't get any cards.
You got to do it one time. and then like I've come to the conclusion where that's going to be my go-to show over the National. Now, the only reason I'm going to the National is because it's in my hometown for the next 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to the National next year. It's really bothered me that they closed down all the hotels to us. You know?
Yeah,
we can't even book a hotel now. The trade nights are closing down. Like, they're getting a little too big for their britches.
So I think they're holding the hotels essentially until late October. Because I went to their website, went to the National website, and it mentioned that you'll be able to book hotels again in October.
Well, I got to know this Giovanna, man, at the Lowe's, and I'm real comfortable there. I know all the staff, and I want to stay there. You can't book it.
Yeah.
Lowe's is the only hotel that apparently was made available when you go to those online bookings.
No, even Orlando tried it.
Before it's available now?
Well, they were like weeks ago. It was showing up in the listings, but the prices were just like through the roof.
Oh, it wasn't even available when we checked because Rick and I were trying to book it again.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando checked and he couldn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, the beautiful part about the Chicago National is everything's right there. And you can walk and so to stay outside. Now, I know it's not that big of a deal to Uber in every day, but that's part of the beauty of that particular location to me. I love being right there. You could stumble home after drinks. A block or two if you have to. No matter where you pop in, any hotel, you're going to run into people you know. It's great. I don't want to be Ubering back, every night and in the morning if I don't have to.
And that's what makes Strongsville better.
Exactly.
Because we're not all in the one place. You go down to the lobby and it's instantly a gathering of friends.
Yep.
You got to experience. You have to experience crappy water pressure and bugs in your bed.
Yeah, I heard that hotel's not so nice. I know my man Lou booked a Marriott down the road.
It was fine last year.
No, it was fun. But this
it was
year,
fine until they stole that dude's cards.
Right. Until $2 million worth of cards got ripped off. It was good. It'd
be nice if all the elevators worked. But
right.
Well, what was it? So this past year was the Death Bowling Organization or whatever group that was.
Yeah.
The what?
it was like a group of hearing impaired people, but they were like a bowling league.
Oh, deaf! I thought he said death. So they bowled to the death or something.
No.
It was deaf people, so we could be as loud as we wanted to. So
They had the giant ballroom. I think there were more people there for that than for Strongsville, the show.
Yeah.
But this upcoming year is going to be a horror movie fest, and I guarantee they're taking a majority of the spaces.
Wow.
Which was there at the National. There was a horror movie fest in the Marriott at the National.
At the Hyatt, yeah.
At the Hyatt, yeah, because I was walking through the hallways and people were all decked out.
Yeah. It should be interesting this next year.
So you're gonna have a bunch of get off my lawn guys like us, and then people dressed up as Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger.
Orlando's saying the Strongsville Hotel is available. Call the hotel directly.
Correct.
So I booked my room ahead of time, so that's all set. But Yeah, John, you got to go to it. I mean, you haven't been, but it's worth going.
Yeah. Well, the irony is, I guess, that is where the Misfits house was.
Yes.
When we went to the National.
Right.
When we got there, I didn't realize, but our address was Strongsville.
Yeah.
Now we were trying to get that again, so Lou booked it. He booked that same house, and he was going around to everybody trying to fill it up, and nobody was committing, so he canceled it because he was gonna, he had to put out like $2,000 for it,
right?
And he got nervous because nobody was responding, so he canceled it, and that's when he booked the Marriott.
It's just so convenient with the hotel in the same, and it's virtually the same parking lot. It's so damn convenient. I mean, if you think the National is convenient as far as like in comparison to Cleveland or any of the other ones, in Chicago, but it's like you don't have, if you don't mind eating crappy food, you don't have to go anywhere. They've got what is the gas station next to?
Sheets.
Oh, Sheets. That's one of the best. That's one of the best gas station convenience stores around, man.
Yeah, I used to eat 3 days in a row.
So funny thing about Sheets is my little town got a Sheets, and it was the first like big conglomerate to come in. It started in Western Pennsylvania, and it used to be in a very small area, and they've expanded over the years. So our town was all privately owned, like little newsstands, little fruit stands, grocery store, private, everything. And that was the first big chain to come in other than Dairy Queen. And it was 1981. And that's where we could go to get our Fleer and Donruss cards because our newsstand only carried tops. And we would walk an extra mile to the Sheets and we could get those because it was such an exciting time when we had 3 choices all of a sudden.
Yep.
And they have Slurpees, slush puppies. Slush puppies were little balls of ice we'd get. Way better than the Slurpee. Way better than the Slurpee.
I like the Icies better than the Slurpee, actually. I like the Icy Bears from back in the day.
These were called slush puppies. And they were little tiny balls of ice with the flavoring. And you'd chew on them, suck them up through the straw.
Well, I have to say congratulations to all the Cub fans. They are moving on.
So John 3D.
Yep.
I know that we wanted to have you show some more cards. Do you have some more you wanted to show?
I mean, I guess the only other cards I bought this year, or even or recently since the National. I did complete my run of the modern Hall of Famers, and I don't know what to do with them now. So I got this one of Chipper Jones from 2000.
I think Adam's card closet is here.
And Trevor Hoffman then. And this is then the first year of Topps Heritage, so I figured that was a good set to have represented.
Does Scott Rowe deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
He is already in the Hall of Fame.
No. Does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
He's one of those borderline guys, but if Harold Baines is there, just about anybody.
All right, why do we got to bring up Harold?
Everybody always got to knock Harold.
Vladimir Guerrero.
He was a good and consistent player for a long time.
That is correct. I am with you on that.
Vladdy G with the cannon of an arm.
That's what the Hall of Very Good was fictionally built for. Is guys like Harold Baines. So
the Hall of Very
Billy
Good.
Wagner.
Silly. That's silly.
We got Todd Helton.
Stadium Club. Great.
I mean, part of what I've been doing with my adult collecting is that, my childhood collection traveled with me in boxes for 30 years. I don't want to put any cards I collect now in a box. So I want to put them all on my wall. And I've got this whole thing of them looking the same, but then, I don't know if any of you have seen the recent numbers on SGC. The Collector's Universe mission to destroy them is succeeding. So
I had that line, nobody puts baby in the corner, pop into my head.
But we got CC Sabathia, then even
John hates boxes.
Ichiro. Well, my cards were hidden for so long. I want to look at these cards. I get to sit here for work most days of the week.
Is there any more wall space for 1 or 2 more display cases, John?
Well, I have the 2 more going that way. I've got 2 down low, and then I've also got the 1 more on the side wall right there.
You are working 8. That's big. Like I maxed out at 2. I'm in a small room, and I don't want to paste every wall.
This is why Fort Collectors is in the red.
This is a separate budget, but I did pick a time where these are all Amazon purchases. It's the same one like Lou Rock bought, and when they went on sale for like 40 something bucks instead of their usual 50, that's when I filled up the whole wall. Even though I only had enough cards at that point for half of them. So,
John, it is quite amazing to see your wall now from when you started.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
you must. Must have a lot less money now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, part of the whole thing with the card values that everybody likes to talk about all the time, I do admit if the cards didn't mostly hold their value, I would not spend as much money as I do.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Nobody's going to spend $3,000 on a card if you think it's going to 0 tomorrow.
Well,
because you could wait and get it for 0.
Modern rookies, but
well, that's it. They're buying it for a different reason. But
yeah,
John,
they're playing hot potato.
I had a few. Yeah, hot potato. I had a few things to show you. I got
nice
some boxes here.
Boxes and boxes.
Hey, I have a couple of things laying around. I'll show you that are pretty cool.
Well, I know you're big with the Mag Pro thing. Do they make a Mag Pro that'll have a black border around it?
No, but they make. Here, I'll show you.
Because I'm thinking I don't know if I want to bother sending anything to SGC anymore. And
no, don't bother. They're going down.
Shells makes these, and they're black border, and I will put them. Let me see if I have one. I will put them around my Mag Pros sometimes. I don't have any in there.
Does it insert inside or?
No, they're outside. Let me show you. These are awesome. Like if you have a bunch of SGCs and you just have 1 or 2 PSAs,
very cool.
Who's operating this thing?
No, it's just it's doing the glitchy thing again. Where if I put a comment up, it sends me in a weird direction.
I hate it.
These are awesome. I love them. Yeah. Even if you don't have SGC, they have the black border to make them look more like SGC. So they're the sleeves, the perfect fit sleeves. And you could put them on the Mag Pros. The label's a little low, but I still do it. Can you put me up or no?
No, you are. You're on the main screen right now.
You're on the main stage.
I see John.
Yeah, it's
I see John too, but it's not me.
No, it is.
I see Mangini on the main stage.
Oh, why do I see John? I can't even see myself. Okay, so you see what these look like. These are shells. Shells make perfect fit sleeves, and they're very similar to the Superior Fit innovations. And so these, I don't know, I just find them on eBay. I just searched that. I wanted to show you a couple cool things. I got this, well, first, I have a couple things laying around from cleaning up and stuff, or as we say in Western Pennsylvania, redding up. This is a Life magazine page my mom got me when I was young. And it is when Jackie Robinson came into the league, and it's Branch Rickey, and it's talking about Jackie Robinson coming into Major League Baseball. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's very cool.
Here is, are you guys familiar with the 34 Quaker Oats?
I am.
Babe Ruth?
I am, very much so.
Well, have you ever seen the envelope they came in?
Actually, I have not. But I was looking at the Quaker Oats Ruth with another gentleman that you talked to quite a bit yesterday. We were on a text and a phone call talking about the Quaker Oats.
Yeah, I got 2 of them back in the day. They used to sell for like $120.
Right.
And
They're still an
these
affordable
were
Ruth.
Oh, go ahead.
They're an affordable Ruth. If you like a well-loved one, which is right up my alley. So
Well, they're just it's such a classic pose of the babe.
beautiful image.
I think these were sent out to his fan club.
So
there's also a button
at the time.
What's that?
Was Rick signed up for that fan club at the time?
I think so. Yeah, it says presented to members of Babe Ruth Baseball Club by the Quaker Oats.
There's also a button, if I'm not mistaken. You can get the same year.
Oh, yeah.
34, 35 button.
Yeah, I have that too. They had a couple. They had like a coin kind of thing, and they had a pin. And you guys probably know the 1950 Royal desserts.
Yep.
Like this is the Stan Musial. Oh. Do you know these?
Yeah, multiple stats. There's a couple museals with different stats on them, if I'm not mistaken.
So these were they made like cake mixes, pie mixes. But did you know in 1952 they had a premium? They had premiums.
That's awesome.
And they're the nice 5x7 size, so they're not super oversized. This is Phil Rizzuto here. Most people probably know that. I'll show you a pickup I just got. This is a Type 1 photo from the 1920s of George Sisler.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Where's Aaron?
He's here.
He's swinging through. You can see the bat in motion. It's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
That is a sick card.
I love these things. They're pretty much one of ones. I mean, you rarely see 2 Type 1 photos of the same photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's those are a few things.
A lot of oversized there. That's right up my alley. I love the oversized.
I don't understand why I was seeing John on the big stage.
No, it's a glitch. It's a StreamYard glitch.
Oh, they wanted somebody more handsome. They wanted a younger guy.
Forehead was disrupting it. So
yeah, too much glare.
Yeah.
Let's see. eBay's asking, doesn't or didn't Royal make pudding in the same type boxes as Jell-O?
It's very possible. So a lot of those private label brands, I try to explain this to people. Like I'm in an industry where you deal with the food, and like Dean Foods would make a yogurt, but it was also the same yogurt that would be in 50 other private labels like Biggs or Kroger's, and it's $1 cheaper because of what's on the actual cup. So a lot of those Jell-O and pudding, they were all private labels that kind of just crossed over and shared the same product itself. So
I believe they made pudding too, and gelatin. I know they made cake mixes and pie mixes. Royal desserts, weren't they out of Canada?
Were they?
I'm not sure.
I thought they were out of I thought it was regional too, like St. Louis.
Could be. Who knows?
I could be wrong.
I picked up this Oscar Robertson.
Great card.
Putting you back. There you go. That is awesome.
Now there's a rookie card.
Hey, I can't see the number on it though. That doesn't mean that serves no purpose for me.
I know, isn't it much more beautiful without a stupid number on it?
Aren't you going to point out the flaws for us then?
Right.
Yeah, let me point out the flaws. I'm kidding.
I haven't bought. I'm in your camp, John. I haven't bought much. I was out of town for several days, and I had one card coming in the mail, and I've got another one on its way. But that's about it. I'm kind of.
I've been getting antsy, man, and it's been so depressing because I get very little mail now. I go out to the mail and I just get a couple of junk pieces. I'm used to getting a card every day or something.
Yeah,
so I've had a bad week. My mail lady's probably loving it because I'm giving her a break from walking to the house. She's always carrying packages to the house.
Did you get another baseball card? Is that what's in here?
She gives me dirty looks when I see her.
Yeah, after the last few years of buying, I'm going to have withdrawals over the next few because with my project, I have 61 pre-war guys left for all the Hall of Famers. So those aren't going to be frequent purchases.
Who are some of the big guys left, John?
Well, besides Mathewson that I mentioned earlier, Cy Young, and moderately big, then still is a Grover Cleveland Alexander, a George Sisler, and an Eddie Collins. But
Eddie Collins is heavily underrated. You can find him in a lot of sets.
I just picked up a Grover. I just picked up a Grover and an Eddie.
You didn't have them all already?
Oh, yeah. But I picked up 2 new ones.
Well, he's got to have every card ever made. Come on.
Now you get it, John.
Or just a card from every set that exists.
I don't have the storage capacity for that, so I'm going for one of each player.
Small collections are for quitters.
I guess I'm quitting then.
They get a few cards and quit.
Yep, that's me.
No, I've been working on the W517.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and I got both Eddie Collins. But what's cool on these? I don't know if you guys
they fit in your Mag Pro versus an oversized holder, then, huh?
No, I just cover up the SGC stupid number.
Oh,
because most of these, because they're hand cut, most of them get authentic.
Correct.
All right.
But I wanted to show you guys something. This is really cool. Well, hold on.
Well, that is one thing that is funky with that set is if they're authentic min size, sometimes they end up in a normal size holder.
Right.
Yeah,
correct.
That's actually the good thing with those. And
Yeah.
quite honestly, you could, look, you get something that's real big. These are the same size. They could fit in a smaller holder. PSA they have this fascination. I don't know. They're like a guy who drives a Ferrari. They must have small penises because they overcompensate with these giant slabs.
I think SPC is worse than PSA. They give some of the like that tires with tab that Orlando has.
The placemat.
The TV tray, man. It's huge.
The TV tray. The TV,
yeah, it's absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me learn you a little something if you don't already know, for anybody that doesn't know already. So these were distributed. Rick and I did a little bit of a deep dive into these. These were distributed in a few different ways, and we don't even know all the ways. But one of the ways was they came in strips of 3. Every once in a while, the top card on the strip, every once in a while, was a game. Like this one says strikeout. And it is far more scarce to find these because they were only on the top and they were only on some sheets. Now, another way they were distributed was there was like a box and you could pull them out. And if they had a pink ribbon on the bottom, like a pink line, you got a large chocolate bar. And if they had a green one, you got a small chocolate bar. And so this Eddie Collins here was for a large chocolate bar. And this Hale here is the green.
That's cool.
Now, finding these is not so easy. It's not easy at all because these were winners. And this is a cool set. Once you delve in, and of course they had different shades. They had like, this is like a black, this is a tan, and they had more of a bluish.
Yep. They're sepia. They're all sepia tones, right? So it's black and white. It's and then the sepia is multiple colors.
Well, I thought sepia was this color. Is sepia not a color?
Sepia is actually how many colors are being used on it. So a halftone is one color. Halftone is black on stock, right? That's a halftone because it's just one color. Sepia tone is typically 2 colors. So sepia is that sepia, the brown that you're looking at is probably magenta and black. Would be my guess. And
but they're all sepia.
Yeah, to me, at least from my lingo, that blue one and that red one, they're both sepia tones. One's just using cyan.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's just my dumb printer's lingo. I could be wrong, but there's so many ways to say stuff. That's my printer lingo in my head.
Okay, I always thought sepia was like this tone.
Yeah, I always thought it was like this.
Right. So the batter ups, I think are all half tones, right? So if you get a blue batter up or a magenta batter up, typically if you take a glass to them, I think it's only one color. I think the red is magenta, the cyan is cyan. You have to take, and so that black is just black. So those are all half tones to me.
There's a magenta.
Yeah. So if you take it now, that one might, to me, in my world, if you put a glass on that, just by looking at it, I'm guessing it's black and magenta. So that,
hey, John,
in my head, that's a sepia tone in my head.
Okay. I thought that was cyan or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you might be surprised to know I have both of those in the exact same shades you have.
Not surprised at all.
In fact, that Dizzy Dean was the first batter up I ever got years and years and years ago. And I actually sent it in and got it graded.
And why is there not a yellow? Because you'd never see it, right? You'd never see the yellow. So there's the blue, the red, and the black. So
crazy.
Dumb printing knowledge. And someone correct me if I'm wrong. I know Tony, TJ Online. I know he's not in the industry, but he knows quite a bit about printing. We have had conversations, and I want to see if he concurs with the actual definition of sepia tone. We'll have to look it up sometime.
Ready.
Do you have this card here, John?
No, I don't.
Can't you see it's of Rick when he played pro football?
I'll have to get him to send me one.
That is the only reason you bought that, isn't it?
He went by the name of Joe Golding at the time, so
well, John sent me 2 cards, and one was Jack and one was Coke.
That's perfect.
Well, I sent you that 53 Bowman color Jack Daniels. So
yeah, that one too.
I know the Jack. It wasn't a. Weren't you drinking Jack and Coke?
Oh wait. Yeah, you sent me the Jack Daniels. What am I talking about? I had it sitting out here for like a year and a half or so, and I finally put it with my set.
With the pitcher's last name was Coke, a modern guy. So.
Okay, all right. So I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Daniels and Coke. Okay.
Yep. That was around the time of the first national, or the previous national that I didn't go to in Chicago, because you were saying I should come and we'll drink a Jack and Coke together. So I sent you one since I wasn't going to go.
Yeah, I buy a lot of Jack and Cokes at the national.
By the way, Scott's talking about the sepia tone. I believe that to be correct. You can that's why I'm saying it's printer lingo. You can call it a duotone or a sepia tone, but you could be right on the brown. So I'll have to look it up. I call sepia tones.
Well, it's like I always thought khaki was a color, but apparently khaki's not a color. It's like a type of pant.
Really? I thought it was a color
beige.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can have gray khakis too. I always thought khaki was a color.
Right, like the light brown, right? That's what I. Like
John,
if it's
that
green,
was around
it's not khaki to me.
I had sent you a care package with an autographed glove, remember? And you got the one of one. You got the one of one because I sent a few others out, and the other ones I sent out were brand new gloves. That one's dirty because I used it to show cards.
Game used, baby. Game used.
One-on-one.
Video used.
Now I'll have to cut it up and the little bits of material for some relic cards, right?
Well, what you want to do is tell people you did that, but go to Dick's and buy one.
Well, sure.
So you can keep that one.
Right.
And then put on the back of the card, this is guaranteed to be nothing.
Right.
Just like they do today.
The glove
Guaranteed cloth.
This is guaranteed to be from no particular event.
The glove, it doesn't fit. Amazing. A snail with groceries. That I don't think I've seen this.
I haven't seen a snail with groceries. I like it.
I remember. I remember I was hosting. I think it was like a New Year's Eve live stream, and I was pounding down like beers. It was like a 4-hour marathon.
It was last one. It was the last New Year's.
Yeah, this past New Year's, and I think I got to a point where I was definitely drunk on the live stream, and I was starting. It got to the point where I was getting bots coming in. But then you can sort of tell there was sort of AI, a little bit of AI in the chat, and then I started thinking like, oh man, what if they were like actual people, and I bumped him out of the chat. Well, I couldn't tell. I was in my own head at that point.
I was one of them, Sammy.
There's some commenter going around, and it's probably AI, and they say that their life has been changed by some investment guru, and they give this woman's name, and then they immediately follow up and comment on the comment, asking for more information and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing on Card Channel videos?
Right.
Now, I'm not saying a snail with groceries is a bot. I don't think so. But that is a really far out there name.
They always, you know what? I find that just doing this live, Sammy, like Bizza Rizza Jizza. You know, that first time I saw him was
he's real. Oh,
yeah,
he's
I know.
real.
I've talked to him on the side, you know. And,
I think Bob Boozle's wife's a chat bot.
And Bob Boozle.
Here.
He has like one remark about you needing the full screen.
Wait, what?
Bob Boozle was here. He left one remark, and that was it. And then I haven't seen him in the chat since, but he might be lurking.
He's a classic, man. I love when he makes his wife jokes.
When are we doing the Hall of Fame for commenters, right? I know Petty's always pushing that. Someone's got to push that.
It should have already happened.
Right. Maybe President, put that in writing somewhere, Mr. President.
I think Petty's too busy with the Jackass Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, gents. Well, listen, I think we've kind of hit that peak, hit that plateau. So is there anything you guys want to mention before we adjourn?
No, I appreciate you guys jumping on.
Yeah.
I just want to say, as hobby president, you're directing me to do some stuff for the Hall of Fame. I have no responsibilities here whatsoever. I have nothing to do with the Hall of Fame.
So you're retracting on all your campaign promises. Typical president.
You know what? You get more negative comments about the Hall of Fame than you do about being president.
Well, if we could switch to mail voting, that would be preferable. So
I think it should be anonymous, and I think commenters should be able to vote myself.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's fun for what Scott and Eric put into it. I think it's fun.
I don't like to make ballot videos. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's agonizing torture to me to narrow down that list and think of the people I'm going to exclude.
It's very hard, and then you get the last 5 or whatever, and you have to pick, and I don't. I know, people say you shouldn't feel bad or whatever, but if you don't vote for your friends or people, they're going to feel bad. They're going to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would tell you this. I wouldn't, if none of you ever voted for me ever, I wouldn't feel bad.
Well, that's good, because we had talked and none of us were planning
right. I don't take it that serious. I can't.
All right,
Sammy voted against me, actually, I think. He gave me a negative vote.
Did I? I don't recall such a thing. Well, I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
I like the Misfits did our vote last year. We voted for you, Sammy.
I appreciate it.
We had fun because we roasted everybody as we voted for you. It's like you had to earn our vote. You had to get your chops busted.
Well, see, now that I find controversial, because what we tried to do on For Collectors was take comments from viewers and turn that into a vote.
Well, that was your prerogative.
You got 1 1/6 of a vote.
You don't understand how hard it was to narrow that down. We were all fighting amongst each other, and some people wanted people, and other people were absolutely adamantly opposed. And we decided that we would only vote for people we all agreed on. So if you got voted for, you were well liked because everybody had to vote for you.
That's like voting for rules.
One vote to a person. Come on.
No, 1 vote to a channel. 1 vote for a channel. 4 Collectors voted.
Yeah, but we voted on behalf of our viewers. So.
Well, you made that up, though. You were qualified to vote. However you chose to go about it, that's a separate issue.
The only exception was that the comments could not vote. If anybody wanted to vote for me, it would not count. It could not count. That was the exception, which I understood.
We haven't taken.
Oh, we're talking about the hall, right?
You didn't need that vote.
No, it's not like I needed it. But that was, that was the exception, though. That was just to maintain that there's no favoritism.
Right. And that's how it should be. I mean,
yeah.
People. I mean, it has to have integrity.
Right.
We must uphold the integrity of our elections. That's why I'm in favor of voter ID.
And that's why I feel like with Jake as our commissioner,
mm-hmm.
secret ballots, I trust Jake. So, I mean, that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah.
Jake's been missing for quite a while.
Well, he had a baby, man. That'll do it.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't get any sleep anymore.
Yeah, no, he does. You know what? I'll give him this, though. He's disappeared from making videos, but he has been commenting on a lot of videos for people.
Yes.
You know what? He'll comment on like 3 at a time. So I could tell like he's up late binge watching or something.
Right.
Catching up.
Yeah.
That's going to be happening for me. I'm going to be commenting on like 5 videos of everybody because I'm behind.
I've gotten, and I feel bad about it, I've been commenting less because I've been watching way more on TV.
I'm doing the same. And
I feel bad about it because I know, it means a lot for somebody to stop and make a comment. And I try. But I don't know, when you're laying in bed late at night, falling asleep and watching videos.
Yep. Falling asleep to the sultry sounds of John 3D80sKid and Sammy Thunder.
I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel like obligated, even though I just want to lay back and watch the videos and not have to worry about, making a comment or letting somebody know I was there. But I feel obligated to do that. Do you feel obligated?
I used to. I don't as much anymore. My whole thing is I try to keep it simple, stupid. This is all for fun. Everybody knows, I know who my friends are. I know, and they know that we're still friends if I'm not commenting on their video. I'll give everybody a thumbs up if I can. But, right. I've commented less lately than I ever have because now I'm nowhere near John 3D80sKid with how many I'm subscribed to, but it's enough now where it's like, man, this is getting tough to keep up with. So.
Yeah, I feel bad if I'm not leaving a comment. I'm like, they're not going to know I was here. Kind of
I felt that same guilt for a while, and I just had to get over it because, I'm up to like 600 subscriptions.
I subscribe to a lot. Like anybody that, I mean, anybody that I have any interest in whatsoever, or people I know, I don't do all the flipping videos, or if they just do grading reveals, stuff like that, or any of the Jerry Springer type of stuff that's cropping up now all the time.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of collector channels.
Yeah, there are a lot of collector channels now, way more than there were a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I felt like a couple of years ago when I was trying to make videos of capturing highlights around the community and trying to watch as many people as I possibly could, that I could almost keep up with it then. It was crazy, and it only sustained it for about 3 months. But
you couldn't, John.
It's impossible now. There's not enough time in a day. So
I mean, if that's all you have to do all day long, you can catch them all. And there's some that just get by you. If you're not watching, you're out and about, you're busy for a day, and you know how YouTube is. So you're going through your subscriptions, and when you're subscribed to a lot, sometimes you don't get to them. I actually will miss videos here and there, and I'm like, how did I not see this?
Right.
Now, Jason, you have the best opening because if you have a 20-minute video, you do your opening and then you go, let's get into it. Let's get into this. And you do or let's get into it and you do your opening.
Right.
Right. So if you have a 20-minute video, the first part is 15 minutes and then you go, let's get into it. Like after you've already talked about everything.
There's a reason behind that.
You have
John,
the longest opening on YouTube.
Right. The reason behind that is I'm not buying like you. I got one card to show, so I got to stretch it out. Let's get into it. Let's talk about 50 other things. Yeah. Right?
I'm watching the video for 15 minutes, and then he's like, "Let's get into it." I'm like, "Wow, we're just starting." I thought it was almost over.
I got to leave a cliffhanger for you. I'm leaving cliffhangers. I love it. That's awesome. Good stuff.
All right, gents. Well, I gotta call it quits for tonight. But I appreciate you guys jumping on.
Yes.
So everybody in the chat, thank you so much for jumping on. John, thank you for both Johns for jumping on tonight, and Mr. President, glad you came on to clarify some things.
Yes.
But did he, though?
I had to protect my good name. Thank you for letting me hijack the live and make my political talking points. I appreciate it.
Good times all around. Everybody have a good night and a good start to your weekend. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.